Welcome to Remember 64, where this week we're just a couple of cute little animals chilling in the forest, kicking off our episodes for 2026. Hi, everyone. Welcome to the show. Hello again if you're a returning listener or viewer, and welcome if this is your first time joining us. Here on Remember 64, we play and discuss the good, the bad, the ugly, and everything in between. Definitely an in between we got going today. Throughout the Nintendo 64's library. My name, of course, is David Petrangelo, and no, I don't want to work in your store, sir. I can make my own way. Why don't you peddle your wares someplace else? Why did I pick this silly little nothing town anyways, Jiggy Look Back? Why did I do it? Hello, how are you? Jiggy Look Back. Happy New Year.
I'm good. Happy New Year. I don't know why you picked the town, but I'm very curious what you called your town. But let me say this: Tom Nook gets a bad rep, but literally, he just invited you, or like you go into town and he just invites you to have a house. He's like, "Here, you can get one of these." He's like, "Oh, you don't have money for that? Well, you can come work for me part time, not even full time, part time." I think he is more than reasonable. He gave us a flipping house.
That is an argument. That is an argument to be made. I just think he's really rude. It's my
Well,
problem
yeah, he's very
with
rude,
it.
but
Also, like, I don't want to be your shelving guy, you know? Like
fair
I
enough.
like I got more worth than that, don't I? Or maybe I don't. I don't know. Maybe I just think
I'm
I
gonna
do.
say something right now, just because your mic sounds a little iffy to me.
Oh,
It sounds like it's coming through, no problem, but check your settings.
oh, I think you're right.
See if it's set to your actual mic or your
I think
headset.
you're right. Oh, mister.
It didn't.
Live
Stuff. How about
Yeah, oh, yeah, that's so much better. Yeah,
yeah, kicking off 2026 the way it's supposed to be?
yeah, there you go. Much better. I
There you
just was listening and I'm like,
go.
he
Through
doesn't
the
sound as good as he usually does.
way.
It's probably set wrong.
Yeah, I'm usually
I didn't
just
notice it before though.
super smooth, super smooth. No, you know
Yeah,
what? It's
so crispy.
so crisp, so crisp.
Yes, much better.
we're uh, we're kicking off 2026 with something a little bit different. We've done this from time to time where we've played games that are mods, for example, or well, I guess mods are actually mostly what we what we've done. Kirko mods most recently last year, but this time we're actually playing a game that probably most people, I would say, watching and listening to this, have not played. I didn't even really know that it was accessible up until I think sometime last year. It's called Animal Forest in English, but I'm gonna get the pronunciation wrong for sure. But Dōbutsu no Mori, I think, in Japanese, something like that.
Dōbutsu, nobody.
There you go. Exactly.
I
And
don't
that
know.
is that is I don't know, but we're gonna go with that.
I just said
That
it was
is
like an
the
anime.
only released Animal Crossing game for the N64 that was only out in Japan, 2001, I think it was. I wrote down 2000, but I think it was actually 2001. That was not released in North America, so it was a fully Japanese game. First Animal Crossing game that before it hit GameCube and sort of became the big franchise that it is. It was originally planned for the N64, was shown at Space World 2000 during sort of like a highlight reel of things in the same show. So this is probably one of the reasons why maybe we somewhat forgot about it, even despite the release or not. The same show that they showed off GBA specs and the Game Boy Advance, and of course the GameCube. So that was a big, obviously massive thing. It's their next console. It's only months away. All these types of things. So this Animal Crossing game, or what is called Animal Forest, never released in North America. But of course, through the beauty of technology, time, people being able to get the ROMs and make these available, we were able to play it. And I think Jiggy, you had the idea a couple months ago saying this would actually be a cool thing to explore because it's on the list of games, and there are English translation versions available. So even better.
Mhm.
So that's what we did. So that's what we're playing this week, and sort of played over the last couple of weeks over the holidays and everything. So we put it out there to say if anyone had a chance to play it, so we can kind of compare notes. I know that Paul from Remnant Controllers is in the chat once again. Hello, Paul. How are you? Did play it, was playing it, and has a voicemail for us, or a text message at
Oh,
least. So we'll get to that in a little bit because we'll sort of like sprinkle that into our discussion, what we thought about the game. But I have that in front of me. I'm going to play that. Before we get to the game, though, Jiggy, I want to play one text message here from something that is not related directly to this game from a previous. There it is. So voicecast.app/remember64 is where you can send these in. We have text message available now if you don't want to record your voice, which is totally fine. And you can also do a voicemail. Either one of those can both be sent to us for free, and we can play it on the show like this. This is a text message from someone that called themselves BioFreak. So you can call yourself whatever you want, I guess. BioFreak. Come on, sound.
Found you guys from your BioFreaks and Powerpuff Girls episode and wanted to know if there was any plans to do a game swap like this again. It was a cool idea and a cool way to find the show. Take care.
Thank you, AI voice that translated that text message.
That was
the game swap thing we did. So if anyone did not watch or listen to that, that was us both bringing a game that neither one of us had played before in the 64. Coincidentally enough, they were fighting games, and we discussed the two. So I think we said in the show we want to do that again at some point.
Yeah, I think it's fun. Maybe we could schedule that as like a quarterly thing or something. Like every like 2 or 3 months or something, we just like throw out a game swap idea, because I liked that too.
Yeah,
that was really cool.
It might be again. I still feel like it's going to be tough for me to get a game.
Yeah, I was like, what you're gonna say is
yeah. Maybe it would be something that like maybe you've only had minimal experience with, something like that. Every once in a while, I'm sure we'll run into something, but we'll figure it out. We'll toss, maybe it'd be like once a season, be Christmas, one Christmas game exchange every season of the year, something like that.
Yeah.
Along with some of the mods that we're playing and stuff. It's a good way to sort of break up just the general list of what the 64's library is. And then speaking of mods and stuff, first of all, thank you for sending that in, BioFreak, whoever you are. That's awesome. Quick little text message that was that you can choose. You can actually check a little box when you write it if you want to have us be able to press play and make it in audio form. And what it does is it just gets read to us through kind of like a voice to text kind of thing.
Yeah, can we make it like the old school, like Microsoft? You know what I'm talking about? Like you type in text and you'd be like,
found you guys from BioFreaks Power.
Yes, exactly,
like something like that. Yeah. Well, unfortunately, I can't pick what
game swap was a good idea.
Yeah, I don't know what the actual choices are because I've never actually sent it in.
The flip note of that would be Patrick Warburton.
Yeah. Yes, please.
I found you guys.
Where's
like?
I don't have it. I don't have Kronk. I don't have my Kronk. It's in my kid's room because that's yeah. He's got his little squirrel.
The game that we swapped games. The game swap game.
Oh, right.
The podcast.
I don't know if you saw, there was a video that he put out. I don't even know when it was dated because you know how the algorithms work. They just kind of throw whatever at you. That's like my favorite animated movie ever. And Emperor's New Groove is the funniest thing I've ever seen in my life. It's amazing. He did a thing where his 3 sons are all reading lines from that. Just
like 2 of the 3. There was one that sounded exactly like him.
Yes.
There's another one that sounded a lot like him. And then there was one that was like, you must sound like your mom.
Yeah. Oh, you got your mom's traits. For better or for worse, you got your mom's traits, right? Yeah. I mean, he's always funny. Putty and Seinfeld's a big thing, right? All that stuff for me. So
his voice will live on.
That'd be great. Yeah. The thing is about these ones is that there's a drop-down menu of ones you can choose.
Oh.
I don't know what they sound like because I've never, played one back or whatever. I've never sent one in to ourselves. I don't even think I could do that. So it's whatever choices are on there, whatever people choose. So, so anyways, I wanted to mention this one thing that I came across before we get into Animal Forest quickly. Speaking of ROMs and games that are available and things like that, I'm just gonna pull it up on the screen. I know these are available in lots of places, but decompilation projects is a cool thing because basically what that is people have the source code essentially of what these games are, not just 64, but other games as well. And they make it work for modern hardware, meaning mostly that you can play it on a PC. And I think that's really cool that that's even possible, right? Is that how did you play a ROM of Dinosaur Planet, or is this how you did it? I don't recall, because that's one of the things that this website has up.
No, that the decompilation of Dinosaur Planet just happened recently.
Okay. Okay.
I played it actually on my N64 hardware, which at
Oh,
the
that's right.
time I think
Yeah.
actually ran better than if you played it on like a PC emulator.
Mm-hmm.
Like the native hardware ran it better. But now it's
Right.
probably flipped the script.
Right. Right.
But
Yeah. Right. Because you played the incomplete version of it on the whatever. Yeah. 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 I remember that. Yeah,
correct. I could get all the way through, but not without doing some BS stuff.
yeah. Right. You had to like go in and out a bunch of times. It crashed a bunch and
Yep.
things. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
There's like a clipping tool where you can like basically just walk through walls. And
Oh.
if you did it at certain spots, it would like not trigger cutscenes, and then you just couldn't progress. So you had to like be really careful about when you used it.
Right.
But it was like you
Right.
needed it quite a bit.
Right. Right. And
But
you
I
know what? And
did.
that's the fact that it was available at all was already cool.
Yeah,
Right. Like
exactly.
that's the thing. So
You know what?
but
I actually have a
yeah.
sort of I should comment on this because this is
Yeah.
like the perfect time to comment on this. Allegedly,
Yes.
I'm not saying this is a guaranteed thing, but someone had reached out to me about they acquired basically an E3 demo cartridge of Conker's Quest.
Ooh.
And so potentially there might be something about that on my channel in the future, and then I'd love to come on here and talk about it.
Lovely.
Yeah, it could be
Please.
really cool. So I'm talking with them about getting some sort of exclusive access before anything is released in the world.
That's awesome.
But yeah, we'll see. We'll see.
Nice. Nice. That's the thing. Like when we get to Bad Fur Day, like I would love to kind of do a little bit of what we did with Banjo-Kazooie and sort of explore the other titles and stuff like that. Because
Yeah.
I've played Diddy Kong Racing. Like that's my Conquer exposure, and most of Bad Fur Day years ago, right? So to sort of experience something like that, like what you're talking about too, is like
Mhm.
as a part of it. Even not that I necessarily have to play it, but like just that one of us plays it and gets to it, if that's a possibility. Ashbob 5000 says, "Don't tease us. That sounds like a dream come true."
Right?
Yes, that's correct. Yeah, I agree.
I'm hoping it pans out, but
Yeah,
we'll see.
we'll keep our fingers crossed and knock on the wood of my desk
Yes.
for that. That'd be awesome. So this is cool. If anyone wants to find this, it actually takes you to all the GitHub files and breakdown of how you can do it and play these games. It's read only memo, not memory, readonlymemo.com. And then it's like /decomp N64, blah, 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 all these things. But if you search read only memo N64 decompilation, I think it'll show up. So basically right now it's going to be updated every month. It says the people that are running this, so they'll be updating with different ones. There's a bunch of other ones that aren't from the 64, but the specific 64 ones that are fully accessible right now are Dinosaur Planet, Dr. Mario 64, Duke Nukem 0 Hour, Majora's Mask, Mario Kart 64, Mystical Ninja Star and Goemon, and Star Fox 64. I've played that Star Fox 64 one, and then they took those files and put them and upres them, and it's great. It plays fantastic. I played it on an Xbox controller at the time. Ran beautifully. It's cool. So
I
if
saw
that's
people like
example,
pumping into the ultra wide monitors and stuff, and that's pretty cool.
right. Yeah, that's what the Star Fox 64 one did, the version that I played. It upped the textures and the screen. It's really cool. So like you click on it, it takes you to like the GitHub page, and it gives you all these files and all the assets and sort of instructions and all these things. So it's pretty cool. It's a
Do they
cool
not
idea.
have Ocarina of Time?
Not on this particular site.
Okay.
This one I thought was cool because it had a bunch of other things on it as well.
Oh yeah, dude, Sonic Unleashed. I remember hearing about this. That is really cool.
Sonic
because
Unleashed updated
they have
April
not ported it on
2025.
anything. And this was a big deal because they're like, well, Sega's not going to do it. We did it.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah. And that's great. All these sort of community projects and things like that. I love that kind of stuff because we've had a chance to play a lot of those now. And, obviously Kirko Mods makes things, he made essentially a whole new Banjo-Kazooie game, which we absolutely loved last year. But, Smash Remix was a perfect example when we played that. That's a group
Mhm.
of people making this happen.
Yeah.
And some of these are a perfect example of that too, of how that works, right? So people are going in and they're doing that.
Oh, there it is. Ocarina
Yeah,
of
there's
Time.
a Star Fox 64 one.
Perfect
Ocarina,
Dark.
yeah, okay. So these are okay, this is a separate section. That's why I clicked on the wrong section. So Perfect Dark is in there. There's the Star Fox one that I played. Yeah, and some of these too, like the Star Fox one, it says also see Dreamcast. That's because they'll take this code and they'll make it available for other consoles too, which is such a cool idea. I love that too. So that's always
Yeah,
possible.
I've been seeing it. It's very
yeah,
interesting to see. The latest thing I saw was Super Mario 64 running on a PS1. And granted, it's not without issues. They're still trying to get it
sure,
to like they're
sure,
optimizing it and everything.
yeah,
Definitely the textures just popping in and out and like flying all over the place.
yeah, yeah,
But the fact that you can move around as Mario and it plays largely the same and looks fairly close,
yeah.
kind of amazing.
I love that. Like those types of yeah, playing Doom on PlayStation,
Yeah.
all these things. Driver 2. Like I played that game. That game kicks my ass. But like, there's other ways you can play Super Metroid on your PC. Probably up-res quality. I don't know. I didn't click on that one in particular, but like that's great. All these
That
things
would
that
be a really dope
arcade
game
games,
to have an ultra wide.
are yeah. Oh my god, yeah.
You
Playing
could see so much in front of you. That'd be
it'd be
so cool.
it's so cool, and it's such like it's all about the vibes in Metroid a lot of the time, right? So that's always fun. So, yeah, and then like arcade games, they have the Rush games, like games that you would never, literally the version of the game you'd never be able to play at home.
Mhm.
You can do
Mhm.
that, like things like that, and that's awesome. So,
Very cool.
yeah, so that's kind of cool. I just wanted to highlight that. I was looking through this the other day, and I just thought I'd highlight it because it's just fun, cool stuff that's at least vaguely related to what we're doing here. So, all right, so let's talk a little bit or a lot about Animal
Dōbutsu no
Forest.
Mori.
Dōbutsu no Mori, of course, and we start that with some lovely intro music, I think.
I love it.
Are we just like in the jazz stuff? Is it great? I love it. Oh, you're really good at piano. I didn't know that. Isn't it?
That's just fantastic.
It's so good. It's so the music is lovely, just
It's
lovely.
it's so lovely.
Yeah. If anyone's watching this or not watching it, the footage we're looking at is it has Japanese text on it. That's the version I was able to find. But the game is the same. The game looks exactly the same, plays the same. I was looking through some of the long plays and stuff. It's operates the same way. Okay, Animal Forest, like I said, very late into the N64's life cycle, only released in Japan at the time. Now ROMs make that available to us to be able to experience this. Jiggy, my question to you is, what's your experience with Animal Crossing in general? Of course, I assume you haven't played this before, but what was your sort of feeling going in? Because I think at this point, based on the pandemic and New Horizons and what seemed like everybody in the world played that game for a year, there's certain expectations of what Animal Crossing is or has become. What's been your history with it coming into
Well, I go back to the OG, the official
you?
Animal Crossing. This is my copy
Hey,
that I've had
wait.
since
I got it. There we go.
this is my copy that I've had since I don't know, 2000
2 or 3?
Nah,
I'll look it
probably
up.
2. It was early on. Well, okay, it's late enough that I have a Player's Choice edition,
Okay.
but it was like I got my little memory card, my Animal Crossing memory
First
card.
released 2002, it looks like, in North America. So there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I've had this.
And
I've
then
had this
that one
game-
might have been released the year after, just because it says Player's Choice or something. So
Yeah, this game's cool. I actually remember getting it because
nice.
it was one of a few I got. I got this one, Wario World. There was one more in there, but I can't remember what it is off the top of my head. Actually, from my friend, shout out to David Unzer, who I went to elementary school with. I haven't talked to that guy in a long time, but that's where I got this copy. This was originally
Nice.
his copy, and he sold it at a rummage sale, and I was like, dude, I'll buy it, and it was great. But yeah,
Nice.
it was fairly early on. Like it was still a relatively not new game, but newish, still
Yeah,
in the
yeah,
GameCube era of things.
yeah.
And I gotta say, I played the crap out of it. One of the things I loved about Animal Crossing was hunting for sort of secret things based on the season that you were in. I remember
Mhm.
like that was the time really like on my YouTube channel, for those who don't know, I have a mystery series where I basically just like look at a game that I have played all the time growing up, and I sort of have these childhood like, well, what if it did this? What if it did this? Like those thoughts as you're playing a game. I just basically like verbalize those and put it in a video, right? Those
Yeah,
childhood thoughts of
sure.
like, why
Sure.
does Banjo wear pants? You know, stupid stuff like that.
Don't you hate
Um,
pants?
yeah, right. Well, I wouldn't wear pants if I was a bear, but
If
anyways,
there was an option, I mean, come on. Why are we
I
wearing
guess.
pants?
Yeah,
Like, let's
yeah.
be
Why?
honest.
Why? If there's
Come
an
on.
option, why are you doing it?
No one's gonna judge him. He's in a forest. He's like,
Right?
just go for it,
He
man.
just lives with a bird in the
Yeah.
middle of a mountain.
I,
He's like the only one there besides some vegetables,
I
and maybe
besides
Bottles the mole, who doesn't wear pants himself. So
also doesn't wear pants. And this Kazooie's not gonna care. Let's be honest.
join us. Anyways, yeah, Animal Crossing sort of sparked some of those childhood. I got to do a mysteries video on this game because there's a particular Halloween setting where you could get a ghost. And so we used to go into the GameCube. Well, first we tried it like actually on the holiday, and I was like giving up. So I ended up like retrying and setting the date on my console to Halloween so I could go hunt for this ghost
Right.
and find it.
Right.
And I sort of thought my friend was like messing with me when he told me that happened. And then no, lo and behold, I did find it. It took me a little bit.
Nice.
But like
So
stuff
what
like that,
is it like someone that ends up being of like a neighbor or something? How
there's like
does it work?
it's no, I don't think it's a neighbor. I'm trying to remember exactly what it did, but
Yeah.
it's just like a ghost that can be found only on like Halloween time. And
Right.
he's like at a specific like hours, like specific hour range, and he
Yep.
just sort of like wanders around. And it's just one of those things where you're just like, no way. You know, as a kid, you're like, no way, that's not true.
They
You're
didn't
like,
do that. That's not possible, you
but
know?
what
Like
if? And so you go and explore for hours. You never
yeah.
find it, and then you find out that you have to have very specific like triggers, and like it has to go at
Yes.
this specific time, this specific window of time. Like, but that kind of stuff this game is filled with, and I love it. And Animal Crossing is definitely a childhood thing. I sort of fell off after GameCube. I can't
Mhm.
say that I played a little bit on the DS. That was fine. My brother was really into the 3DS one, but I feel like I wasn't really I have a 3DS. I have a bunch of games for it. It wasn't one of the games I played on 3DS. I feel like I just sort of got a 3DS to get a 3DS, and I didn't really explore the library too much.
Me too,
Um,
honestly. I got mine pretty late and I didn't experience I mean
eh,
I like it. I've like I've said before, I've played Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon like 6 times. I love that game. But that's also because it's one of like 10 that I have.
yeah.
Not that I've only played 10, but I have 10 on hand, and that's one of them. It's one of my go-tos. So anyway,
There's
it
a
is what it
few
is. But
games I got a 3DS for, and they were Smash Bros.
yeah, that too. Yep.
And Kid Icarus. I wanted that one really bad.
I want to try that. Yeah, I haven't played that.
And I also wanted the ports of Ocarina and Star Fox. At the time, Majora's Mask wasn't a thing, but we
Yep.
did eventually get that.
Yeah, I have the
Um,
Star Fox one, but I do not have
yeah.
the Zelda games. That'd be sweet.
The thing I think that threw me off with these older or the newer Animal Crossing games, like I have the one on Switch. New Horizons is the new one, right?
Yep.
They're always like New Leaf, New Horizons.
New,
Yeah,
yeah,
okay.
yeah.
But New Horizons, when they switch to the like, it's almost like a giant. The world's like a wheel, sort of that like rotates. So as you like run back, it sort of rotates over you. Whereas
Oh yeah, you
this,
mean like the Earth because it's round like that, or?
yeah. Well, the real Earth is
No, I
flat.
know, I know.
Animal Crossing 1 knew this, and so the Earth was flat.
Yes.
But no, you know what I'm saying? Like, like it's like you
It
sort of your perspective is different, and you're
it's
walking
almost like
forward and back.
it's almost like everything is on a slight hill.
Yeah,
constantly.
and you're
For
going
sure.
over and it's sort of like rotating underneath you
Yeah,
versus
it's right.
this, which is more like a RPG, classic RPG, like Zelda over the top sort of style. A little bit different, but pretty
It
close.
feels like you're playing some of the PS1 like Final Fantasies or the Octopath Traveler games that are out now, like that sort of angle.
Yes, just
And
without
it's just
battles.
but not battles. Yeah, I
100%
wish that'd be
without
fun.
battles.
Yeah, but that's like the
Um,
angle I can kind of like, oh, I'm playing Final Fantasy 9. It's almost like at that angle, and it looks like it's sort of anyways. Yeah.
yeah. Yeah. So I definitely prefer this first one in the style. There's just something special about this first one,
Yeah.
in my book. I know a lot of people, like my niece being one of them. She comes over and like asks for my old Switch because she wants to play Animal Crossing. She built a little village and she's like,
Yep.
"Can I just like have this so I can play Animal Crossing?" And I'm like, "No," but I might. I don't know. Who knows? I might get her one in the future.
Sadly, the original Switch is still not cheap enough to just be like, just go get
Yeah,
one.
it's
You
an
know, like
OLED too. Yeah,
yeah. Oh, it's OLED too.
mine's
Yeah,
an
yeah.
OLED, so I'm not giving it up. But
Yeah, I
I
still
don't
have the
know.
launch one. Like I got it. I mean, it's considered the launch one. It was out within the first whatever 6 months or something like that.
Yeah,
But yeah, mine's not a fancy one. It's still running, still works. It's good. I'll set it aside for my little guy when he's ready to be at that level, which will probably be in like 6 years. So it's just gonna
hopefully it holds
kind of
up.
sit there. Yeah, yeah. Actually, over the holidays, we had friends over for an afternoon at one point, and my buddy's kid is he 8 or just turned 8 or just turned 9, and he got a Switch last year for Christmas, and he's
Mhm.
got Mario Kart and whatever, and he's excited to play the new tracks that came out for this is Switch One, so he's got all the extra tracks and stuff. So we're down here in the basement in the room just behind this wall here playing, and you know our son's a year and a half. He's not old enough to play or understand. He's not really watching TV just yet, things like that. But like he sits on my buddy's kid's lap, and I gave him like
Oh,
a Switch controller that wasn't connected to the actual game we were playing, and he's just like loving it. I mean, there's lots going on, sure,
yeah, right.
but like he just wants to hold a controller because everybody else is. And I
Yeah,
am so proud of him because without even telling him what to do, he tried, his hands are too small, tried to put both thumbs on the thumbsticks
oh man, you know
just
what you got to do
just naturally.
when you're in
I
that
was like,
setting again? Take that controller away and give him a Nintendo 64 controller like that.
oh, I should. I
And
never
yeah,
even
yeah,
thought of
and just
that.
train him up the right way.
I didn't
If he
even
can
think
play
of that.
this, he can play anything.
I wonder if he yeah, actually yeah, I should do that. Yeah.
You
I don't
should
know.
do it, and
I
you
feel
should
like he would hold the D-pad and the C buttons would be my assumption, but
make it a little video for the channel. Just be
I
like,
should. I
be
should.
like
Yeah.
training him up right. That's
Yeah.
no good. You just throw it away. You know,
What is this garbage?
what is this?
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta start
Um,
them young. Oh, the thing I wanted to say, the thing that makes
yeah.
this game the best, Animal
Yes.
Crossing, back in the day, it is one of the few games that had a crap ton of emulated games inside of it.
The GameCube one did?
Yeah, you could play NES games. There were tons of NES games in this game.
Oh,
And
I
actually,
didn't know that.
this version also has some NES games, though not as
I
many.
I missed that. I did not experience that at all. Oh,
Yeah,
crap.
that's part of the thing. You'd fill your house with like basically their NESs,
Yeah.
and you just put NES, and each NES has a different game.
Oh,
So like Balloon
what?
Fight, Ice Climbers, like all those.
Oh, Ice Climbers, what? I love
Yeah,
Ice
it was
Climbers.
really cool.
Oh, man, I did not get to that point at all. That's awesome. I wanna see, Ashbob 5000 was saying before, he goes, "How crazy is it that Europe didn't get Animal Crossing at all until
Mhm.
2004?" That I guess we were
That's
still in the
Europe.
era of the PAL region getting games so much later. I thought we were past that by the time GameCube came out, but I guess this was one of them. Like
Yep,
that's wild. And sucks, honestly.
totally.
That's brutal.
So
They also
weird.
say that the game doesn't look great on GameCube to them, but it looks great on the 64. And I'm going to start there and say that this game I think does look really good. I can't picture in my mind exactly what the GameCube one looks like, but there's something about this, and I did a quick video on this about last week when I was still playing the game, and I was like, the game just feels like it looks good. Like it's like the art style, the character silhouettes, the setting, the whole thing just feels like it was meant to be in this style, and maybe that's part of the design on purpose, right? But the whole thing just feels right, I think, on the 64, just the way that it looks. It's I don't I the question I asked you is about your experience with Animal Crossing in general. I don't really have many stories about it at all. For me, we got New Horizons like everybody else. After a few months of playing it a decent amount, I would say, I was like, what am I don't know what I'm doing anymore. Like, do I need to, I felt like I kind of lost its luster on me. But it's one of the few games that my wife kept playing for hours and hours and hours. She had like triple the amount of time. She's not a gamer, never really has been. Every once in a while, like they had a Genesis, I think, when they were growing up. So like, she's
Right on.
played, but she's not someone who does keep up with games in any way whatsoever. She just hears about it from me. But she loved it, and it makes sense. I think it was a good sort of communal thing to. It's a good game. They're still working on it. Like the fact that they're actually going to put out content for it in January of 2026, or maybe it's February, and have a Switch 2 version of this game that came out now almost 6 years ago is kind of crazy to me. So I wonder if they're doing the Mario Kart thing, just
They're gonna milk
releasing
it
the
for a
same game
while.
over and over. So
Yeah.
yeah, so I went into this just expecting kind of, oh, what's the base version of what I played mostly on a Switch a few years ago, and that's kind of what I got, I think. And that's fine. I think it's pretty good. I had a pretty good time, sort of just wandering around, kind of like this person that we're watching here, trying to find things, get an idea of how they work the map. Because one of the things with the way that this game is structured, and I don't know, does the GameCube one do this, where it's almost like it's broken up into different screens?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
it does. Okay.
It's very 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 similar to the GameCube version. I mean, the port, it's a port. It plays very similar and looks
Okay.
very similar, to be honest.
Okay. I didn't see that. That's the thing, is like this ended up, instead of coming to North America as the Animal Crossing game, they put it out in Japan, but really it is kind of, I guess you're kind of confirming that it is pretty much the same game. It just happens to be.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
actually looked up all the differences because I was
Please.
playing and I'm like, "Oh my gosh, I got to know what's actually different
And you
here."
can compare because you've had experience with both.
Yeah, and I can say that obviously the controls are a little different, but it's
Sure.
not like the world itself. I was kind of blown away at how close this game actually looks to the GameCube version. I didn't get into the specifics of what resolution this is running at versus the GameCube. I'm sure
Right.
the GameCube is slightly higher resolution. Like, I
Right.
mean, the N64 was capable of outputting a similar resolution, right? That 480p, technically, or maybe it's 480i. I'm sure the GameCube is outputting a higher resolution. I'm
I feel like
sure,
it's high, but I don't know.
but the
Yeah.
frame rate seemed like it was perfect in this version,
It was
just
fine.
like it
I
is
had
on
zero
GameCube.
issues with it.
It's
Yeah.
not a game that you're going to be playing and being like, oh, you're going to notice if it's 30 versus 60 FPS because it's so slow paced and you're just
Yeah,
wandering
I don't think
around.
so. Yeah.
But I was blown away at how good this game actually freaking looked. I'm like, this looks exactly how I remember. Like, if you handed this to me and someone told me that they just converted the GameCube controller to an N64 controller, they're like, check it out, you can play this with an N64 controller. I'd be like, oh, cool. And they'd be like, oh no, this is actually running on N64. I'll be like, you're crazy.
Yeah, no way, man.
It just looks so good.
I like you, man, but you're crazy.
You're crazy. But yeah, dude, that game, it's mind blowing how good this looks. Like, as an N64 game in particular, this holds up so well. I
Yeah.
totally
Yeah.
agree. Like, the style suits it. It just
works.
everything about it looks good.
And what's cool about it too is I kind of expected. I mean, I've seen some video, I've seen some screenshots of the GameCube game, and I think I knew someone that had, I can't remember if it was the DS or the 3DS one. So I've seen it and seen it in person and stuff too. Not that necessarily confirms everything, but it's just I'm kind of amazed at how a lot of what this looks like and how it moves too, how the characters animate and all that is like the same as what I played 6 years ago on a on 3 generations, 4 generations later.
Yep.
Like
Yep.
that's awesome. Like they just, I think what that shows is that they kind of got it right in the first place, and they realized what they had, and they just kind of built upon that with the technology as it kept going, and like they just made the games bigger. You could do more. Obviously, online stuff's a big part of it, all that stuff. So I think that's cool. I think that made, like, that was a big part of why I was like, oh, this works for me, is because it works the way it needs to. There was no major slowdowns, like you said. Like there's nothing super fast paced that's going to bog things down, and it looks and sounds and feels when you're playing it just the way I would have wanted and expected it to.
Mhm.
And it doesn't feel modern, but it doesn't feel like it's 25 years old.
Yeah.
It
Let me
it
tell you some
doesn't.
differences here. Because I haven't pulled up. So one of the main differences that people will know right off the bat who've played Animal Crossing on GameCube
Mhm.
is that the text entry is whack in the N64 version. It's like a
Yes.
dial that you slide the thumb. It's not very intuitive. You can figure it out and make it work, but it's not very intuitive versus the
Yeah.
GameCube, which is just like the classic, like bring a keyboard on the screen and navigate and type it out.
Mhm.
Yeah, GameCube much more preferred in that way. A lot of the changes happen to do with like townsfolk, people that come into the town. Just a lot of them aren't present in the N64 version that are on the GameCube version. I'm not sure if there's any that are only present on the N64 version, but I know there's a lot that were on the GameCube that aren't on the N64.
Yeah, that I saw. I had the list pulled up. I thought I saved a link in my
The
notes, but
the
I didn't.
biggest one is
Yeah.
probably, or one of the biggest ones is probably the Able sisters, who,
That's the one.
yeah, they give you the ability to like make clothing and stuff and design
Mhm.
things, and that's not in this N64 version, which honestly that's a big draw for me because I used to like make shirts and stuff in the game and different
Well,
patterns,
yeah,
and
that
I,
was
I
such
thought
a
that was
big
fun.
part of New Horizon too, of people sharing their things online and being able to
Yeah.
wear each other's clothing. Like, it's a cool idea. I never would have expected that to be something even in the GameCube one, never mind this one. Like,
I don't
it's
know.
cool. I like it. I like it.
There's one that I actually, where did it go? I had it pulled up. Where did I put it?
I don't
Let
know.
me see if I have like 50 tabs open. Oh, I
Okay.
do.
In the meantime, Dan Caparello says, I went back to the original Animal Crossing on GameCube recently. I have a huge amount of nostalgia for it, but it's hard to recommend in 2026. And that's okay. I think you can definitely. Oh, Jiggy, you shared your screen, Jiggy. Oh, hello.
Yeah, look at this.
Where is it here? Hey.
These are
Oh, you're
exclusive on the
muted, I think.
N64 version. On the GameCube version,
Are you
you had
muted, Jiggy?
a.
Me.
I
Yeah,
don't
I
think
think
I'm
you are.
muted.
Yeah,
What? Why am I muted? I'm not
for some
muted on
reason.
my end.
I don't know why. I don't know. I'm gonna talk.
Something with.
It looks like an elephant. Oh, design. Oh, look, designed. Here, I'm gonna pull that up. Ooh, look at that. We got ourselves an elephant, which is the character, and little N64. Yeah, that's awesome.
All I can figure is that. Can you
Oh,
hear me now?
still, man, still. I don't know. I can't
You're
hear you. I don't
messing
know
with
why.
me.
Is it me? Maybe it's me.
It's got to be you. I feel like I'm.
Hold on.
Let me pull up the stream. I'm gonna see if I'm actually.
Oh, hey.
What? Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. I don't know why they can
Well,
hear
you
me,
keep
so
talking.
whatever.
What you discovered, and now we'll figure out what's going on with my
So
headset.
you're. The audio is super loud.
Actually, chat, tell us if you can hear us,
The
because I
game is
can't
super
hear
loud, right,
anything
guys?
at the moment.
It's just like.
Jiggy, blink twice if you can hear the game. All right, I turned the sound off.
The game's
All right, it's
so
me.
loud.
Keep talking. I'll figure this out. Keep talking.
Okay, well, what I was talking about was that the yeah, why is the game so loud? The shirt that I shared, the N64 logo, those were 3 exclusive items on the N64 version that got replaced by GameCube versions. Basically, same thing, but the G replaced the N. So on the N64, you have the proper like N64 logo, which I thought was really cool. A couple other differences where they actually changed some of the holidays. They had a lot of like Japanese holidays, which is one thing that they worried about the future release in the Americas, in the North America region, they were like, oh well, people aren't going to understand our holidays and stuff, and they're really complicated, and so they're like, that was one of the things that they decided they weren't going to pass into the remake. And then when they did remake in the GameCube, they converted everything to make it like super easy to understand and like the normal holidays.
They changed
Tom Nook,
holidays.
they changed holidays. Yeah,
Now I
I
can
was
hear you.
very
Oh,
hard to
this-
talk because I kept locking into the game audio that was super loud again.
Sorry.
So I was like losing my train of thought. But yeah, they changed the
Guys,
holidays. They had
everyone watching and listening, this is just par for the course for me. I'm sorry.
it's whatever. It's whatever.
It's whatever.
But yeah, they changed the holidays. Tom Nook, slightly different uniforms.
Oh, really?
Yep. Let me see. Other than people being different, I'm trying to think if there's anything like super significant. There's no museum. So there is
Right.
a faraway museum that you can go to and you can send fossils out. But in Animal Crossing and GameCube, there's an actual museum you can go to.
Mhm.
It is cool that the functionality of saving your town to a controller pack and like traveling to it with your friends is pretty much the same as it would be with a GameCube memory card. One thing that's interesting is the GameCube, as I showed earlier, comes with its own Animal Crossing specific memory card.
Oh, it has its own memory card. What?
Yeah, this is like an Animal Crossing. I don't know if you can see it. It has a little character. I don't know. My camera always does this.
What character?
It's the little.
Not
It's the
watching.
little.
Jiggy tried to stick it to his forehead.
Oh well, it seems to focus on my face, but not the thing.
Yeah, your
But
beautiful,
yeah.
beautiful face.
It's like the little cat when you first show up on the bus, like the first.
Yeah, the
one
guy
you
who's on the
encounter.
train. Yeah, which is like
Yeah.
super animated and like kind
Yeah.
of crazy. Yeah.
And so it says welcome, and then you can write your name on it. And then this was meant to be like passing
That's
around, and it's
cool.
got a little holder for the memory card in the game case.
It's great.
I always
Love
thought
that.
that was neat, and it's cool that they just packaged that in.
Mm-hmm.
My friends and I totally used this at some point.
Did you? Nice.
Yep, we did. We went across our towns and stuff.
See,
And
that's
one,
great. That's so
yeah,
cool for that time.
it would have been so neat to do that on the N64 too, but I don't know that we would have because I don't know if it's more commonplace for people to have a GameCube memory card. It wasn't as commonplace
Yeah.
for kids to have controller packs for their N64, and not every
Or-
game
or-
needed them. So you'd be like,
Or multiple, right? Because like some like with
Yeah.
PlayStation and game, like especially PS1 and PS2, like PlayStation definitely ran into this a lot where like they ran out of space super quickly. 64 did as well, but like I think I had one. I honestly think I had one, maybe two, because it was me and my brother in the house. But
I think I only had one myself. I don't remember
yeah,
having
and like
two.
we've talked about this before, how some games just take up like so many blocks, and it's like I don't understand, how could this possibly like whatever. Maybe this was one of them where you might have needed it, because like it's a pretty, I would assume the amount of space that saving your town could be a good chunk of what those memory cards could fit. So the fact that the GameCube one had that available included,
Mhm.
I didn't see anything anywhere that said the 64 one had that available, but
I doubt
it's
it.
so late in the life cycle that I would assume they're just counting on people having one.
Yeah, and they're probably
Um,
super cheap
so-
at that point when the game releases.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, you got
Yeah.
5 years, 6 years into the life cycle, so that makes
Yeah.
sense. That
Other
makes
cool
sense.
things that are different in this version, some KK slider songs are different.
Oh yeah,
It's the little dog that plays stuff. There are a few items like that look different when you drop them on the ground, which is kind of neat. There's no coconuts in this version of the game. There are in the GameCube version. Yeah, it's sort of in line with what you'd expect when they're remaking a game like this and they port it onto a more substantial console. They're like, well, we can just add more to it, right?
add more. Yeah,
Add more. Add more. They really, I'm just impressed at how much they didn't like have to refine this game at all. It is how it is.
Yeah, it's just solid. Like it's just
solid.
And I think it's what you expect too, but that's not a bad thing. It's not like it's not going to blow away your expectations, but it's also not going to disappoint you, because it's like, oh, it's Animal Crossing. If you've had any idea of what it is, even if you haven't played one before, you kind of can see what you're going to do. pretty slow pace. Like, generally speaking, these games are just not really my thing. Like, even like Stardew Valley, which is obviously really huge and like a
Hmm.
updated version or idea of what this would be based around and stuff. There, at a certain point, I feel like, okay, I know what this game is. I know Stardew Valley is obviously deeper. There's a whole bunch of different stories and all these characters. I understand that, but in general, these types of games, after a while, which is what happened with me with New Horizons, I just go, all right, I feel like I've done what I can do in this. I've done what I think that this game is capable of showing me, and I got other things I can play. And we're doing this for the show, so it's not like I was playing this for months and months, but
Hmm.
I feel like if I played this for several months, I'd be like, eh, I I kinda like, I don't know. I don't know if it
Yeah.
would stick with me now. Maybe back then it would. I don't think it's because it's not the game's fault, it's me. That's how I react to those. The game itself, I think, plays really well, works well. The translation version that we had was good too. Like that's fun. The fact that that was done by people, that everything was translated into English was great. Not that it's super hard to figure things out, but you're in a menu a lot. You got to read what you're doing and know what things are. And I don't want to accidentally throw something on the ground I'm not supposed to, for example. So that was okay. The only thing about playing this was that to get this going for me took a bit. Um,
Really?
yeah, because of the clock. So I didn't think of this at the time, and it looks like you didn't think of it either.
No, I have something really interesting to tell you.
Okay. What mine's related to the clock. You can tell
Yeah,
yours
mine's related to
first.
the
Go.
clock too, but I want you to say yours first.
Okay, so basically, Jiggy had the ROM file, sent it to me, and I was like, "Great, I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna put it on the EverDrive. I'm gonna play it." Problem is, I have the X5, which does not have an internal clock. At the time, when I bought it, I was like, "Well, I don't need the X7. I don't. There's like developer things in it or tools or however it's part of it. Internal clock, and as far as I know, I'll find a way around an internal clock if I ever run into that. This is 4 years ago, 3 years ago when I purchased it. This is the first time I've run into that issue. So I played the first, I would say, screen, I guess you could call it. I saw Slider. That's pretty much it. Once you kick into going past that, the game is just blank. That's it. It goes black. I let it sit there for 15 minutes at one point,
Oh,
and I was
no.
like, "Why?" I don't know. Like I was like, maybe it's the ROM. Maybe I did something wrong. I'll try it again. And I did it. And I was like, son of a. And then I realized, oh, yeah, it's got to be related to that. So then I opened it up on RetroArch and played it on my PC, and it worked fine. Every once in a while, I did hit some bugs, I think partially because of a RetroArch thing where, like, if I open the menu and close it and opened again a little too quickly, the game would start, like, basically flashing super fast.
Mm.
So I would just save my state because that would be available in that, and I'd relaunch the game and it would stop that. So it's not necessarily a bug of the game. I think it's just the emulation of it and stuff is what I ran into. But the first day that I tried to sit down and play this, it did not go well.
Dude,
it did not go well.
that's so funny because
Yeah.
my comment was actually going to be, I didn't know my X7 had an internal clock because I was playing. I thought it was my analog 3D for a second. I was like, wait, did they put an internal clock in this?
Oh
So what
yeah,
happened was
right.
I booted up the game and the date and time were correct, and I was like, or like really close, and I'm like,
On
wait,
the analog or on the EverDrive?
well, just when I booted up the game inside
Oh,
Animal
because
Forest.
I guess you were playing it on the analog, is what you're saying.
Correct,
Yeah,
correct.
using the
So I
EverDrive
booted
on
it
the
up and I
analog.
was like, wait, what are the odds that the day is like the same? And I didn't know. I was like, this
Was
is
the year the
crazy.
same? That would be crazy.
I thought it was gonna ask me to set it, but then it just like, yeah, it was 2025, I think, or
Wow, crazy.
2026. Well, it was one of the two.
Yeah,
It
whatever
was
day
really
you open it.
close.
Yeah, that's hilarious. And you're like,
Yeah.
wait, what?
Yeah, that's exactly what happened. I'm like, wait, how is this? What?
There's no way. So Nintendo's watching me.
How do they know?
They know all. They're gonna shut you down, Jiggy. You better hide.
Right.
Yeah. So then when I put it on the RetroArch, it recognized the exact date. So it wasn't a problem because it's running on the date that was on my computer. Because I have it separately too, but I opened up RetroArch on Steam and played it through that, and that Steam obviously has a clock and everything, right? So Ashbob says analog doesn't have time features yet, just like how the system has Wi-Fi capabilities. The OS doesn't support just yet. So there you go. So that could be a software update. Like they've said, there are changes and updates that are coming.
Good.
So that's good. That's nice to know, because I don't know offhand other games that need it, but it makes sense that this is. I just didn't think about it at the time because, playing the one on playing New Horizons, I was like, yeah, well, whatever, just change it, whatever. But like, then it reminded me, oh, when you were saying on GameCube that you could just manually change it and do whatever you wanted.
Yeah.
I thought that that's what I was going to be able to do in this, but it actually just stopped working before I even got to the point of it telling me when things were. So, yeah, it was rough. I was like, oh no, we said we're going to play this. I wanted to play it. Jiggy's going to enjoy it. I'm going to be like, oh God, I'm going to be that guy that's like, we got to play something else, or, oh, I got to find a different way, and all these things. And thankfully,
Life finds a way.
Life finds a way. So I didn't
N64
play it
finds
on
a
an
way.
actual 64 controller, unfortunately, because of that. But I have like the retro brawler things, which is just a slightly different layout for the controller, and it worked fine. So
Yeah, I mean, this is not one that it doesn't really matter what controller you play for it on it.
No.
To be honest, it's very simple. Like if you need to know, you run with Z, you move around with the joystick. A does like everything. Start opens your menu.
Yeah, that's
about
pretty
it.
much it. And then I think you can press L and R to zip between parts of the menu, but a lot of it's just run around a little bit with the joystick and then just navigate menus. That's mostly what it is, and that's fine. That's just. Ooh, this guy's got a spaceship in his house. Whoa!
Oh, yeah, it's about getting cool crap and
Getting
loading your
stuff.
house up, but it's mostly about getting the NES games and loading that.
Yeah.
I had a
So how
house
did you
just
do
filled
that?
with all of those.
I missed that. How did you do that?
Well, I didn't really do it in Animal Forest because
Okay.
in Animal Crossing I had to grind. I don't remember how I got them all, but I got tons of them. Like I had a whole house just filled. Every little panel there had a new NES game.
That's
I did
awesome.
have a list of which NES games. Let me see if I can pull it up here.
Oh, yeah.
We're in Animal Forest. Here we go. 7 Famicom, because this is Japanese, remember? So 7 Famicom games can be obtained. Balloon Fight, Clu Clu Land, Donkey Kong Junior Math, for some reason, Golf, Golf, Pinball, and Tennis.
Wow, that's pretty good. Actually, golf is fun. I like golf. Is very like
Let me look up
very early Mario Golf
GameCube
kind of thing, right?
Animal Crossing NES games list.
Yeah.
So
that's pretty good, because some of those games aren't just. I mean, a lot of them are just press A, press B, and that's it, right? But for the most part, that's pretty good.
Some can be won at Tom Nook's Lottery, while others are obtained as promotional items from a special memory card found in certain Animal Crossing games. Nintendo e-cards also have a few NES games available for Animal Crossing. I forgot the e-reader was a thing. There was e-reader functionality with this game on the GameCube, but I don't remember doing that. But I did have a lot of NES games, so there's probably some exclusive ones I didn't have.
Right.
Oh, yeah. All of these obtainable I definitely had. But yeah, so Balloon Fight, these are all the ones. So you have the original 7 that were in Animal Forest that I just mentioned, with the addition of Excite Bike. Those are all obtainable inside the game.
Yes.
In Nook's Lottery. So then you can go to the island and you can get
Man, of course Nook's running a lottery. You know what, Nook?
Yeah.
Get the hell out of here.
He is. And then you can obtain from the island Wario's Woods and baseball. And then
Wario's Woods is cool.
Right? From Nintendo giveaways, you can get Soccer, DK Junior, DK3, Clu Clu Land D, which I don't know what that one is actually.
I don't know what that is, yeah.
And Punch Out.
And Punch Out? What?
Yep. And then unobtainable without external assistance, Mario Bros, Ice Climbers, Super Mario Bros, and The Legend of Zelda. However, I had all of those. So I am wondering how the heck I did that.
Huh.
I did have friends with an e-reader.
So maybe that's
So
cool.
they
that
are
you
from
had-
e-cards. So
So
it's very
you had
possible.
Mario? Like you had Mario Brothers in
I definitely had Super Mario Bros. And Ice Climbers. I don't remember Zelda or the original Mario Bros., but I definitely had the other two because I sat there and played through them.
Man, that's crazy. That's so
I'm gonna have
cool.
to look at my memory card here and boot it up,
Yeah.
assuming I still have all my.
That's gonna
Oh,
be oh.
I wanted to ask you what you named your town.
Oh, I named it Poop. Yeah.
Yeah, cool. I knew
Yeah.
it was gonna be something stupid. I panicked. I panicked, couldn't think of a good name, and I named mine Monkey in all caps.
There you go. Yeah.
Yeah.
So what I try to do with stuff like this, and I did this for it's certain games. I do this. I basically name characters, places, whatever, after like our pets, for example.
Yeah, that's a great idea.
Yeah, I
Easy
do, and
peasy.
it kind of suits Animal Crossing because it's just the creatures, the animals. Doesn't matter what your character actually is. It doesn't have to be a dog or a cat or whatever, right? So I try to. So our dog that Poop and Monkey, exactly, Paul.
Poop Monkey.
Yeah. Ash Bob says Mario Brothers and Ice Climbers, I think, were the e-reader cards. Yeah, there you go. So our dog that we lost in April of last year, her name was Charlotte, and she had like a bunch of nicknames. We'd call her Dog, Puppy, Poopy, what she honestly she would respond to everything. She was great. And one of the names that my sister-in-law gave her was Sharba Streisand.
That's great.
You can't really fit that usually in a game, but I always tried to find like a version that would be like a nickname of what our dog's name was, and it didn't fit in this. And I was like, oh, that's disappointing. So I was like, you know what? Poop. Because I'm a
sharing my
child,
screen.
so that's why. Sharing your screen. Okay, what do we got
I
here?
just booted up my GameCube.
Hey.
And I just wanted to show on the
Well,
memory
it's
card.
vertical. Why is it vertical? Crazy. Anyways, doesn't matter.
It's just on my monitor that way.
Whatever, doesn't matter.
So
Yeah.
on my memory card, we have my Animal Crossing Town data save, which is an
Okay.
exclusive logo, by the way, which is kind of neat.
Oh.
And then you have NES save data, which is one block. So I think I need to dive in. Oh, wait, except the game's not in. Let me replace that game.
Oh, I
I
was
was
like,
playing
I was
that on
gonna
stream.
say.
Let's go into Sonic Adventure.
Real-time
Because, hey there,
research,
guy,
everybody.
we got
Real-time
Sonic.
research.
Yeah, we're gonna boot
great.
into this.
Yeah, but you guys,
this version
people
of
have to
the game.
watch this. I know a lot of people listen as opposed to watch, and that's totally fine, obviously. But watching this version of the thing, Jiggy's always got something up his sleeve here. This is
Let's
great.
go.
I love this.
I had to. Yeah, I was just so curious. This is basically just going through my thoughts. It'll boot up in a second.
That's so
Heck
cool.
yeah, I want to display in progressive mode. You know it.
Oh
Something
shit!
the
A
N64
progressive
didn't let
mode.
me do, but it still looked really good.
Is this your? This is the analog, I assume.
No, this is my GameCube.
Oh, sorry, the analog, the GameCube.
I pulled
Sorry,
up my GameCube because I wanted to show you the NES
yeah,
games.
you wanted to find. Yeah. Pinky.
I might be in trouble.
Oh.
Oh my gosh, the fact that it held this.
Whoa.
Wow.
It's got so the
Jayville,
last time you
apparently.
played it was 23. Is that what it's trying to say?
Apparently.
Maybe.
Who am I? Oh, real name drop. That's okay. I'm surprised
Look at
they
you
didn't label it
not
Jiggy.
using your
Well,
pet. You
if
not
this
using
was
your
when
pet's
I
names.
was a kid, I guess it would be my real name, Jayville.
Yeah.
I'm assuming this is my old save because I did recently go back and play it.
3 years ago, it says.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Oh.
Oh my gosh,
Halloween
I was
festivities.
totally doing the Halloween stuff. Okay, yep. Okay, this is from when I was a kid. Look at my outfit. Do you see what that is?
I can't see from here. I can't make it any bigger, unfortunately.
Here, wait. Maybe I can make it bigger if I do this. Is it better?
Oh, it's a bit bigger. Yeah, because it's not yeah. What is that? Do I want to know what that is?
My outfit is I was into doing pixel art and I was trying to do Sonic, so that is a supersonic on my hat. Can you see it now?
Yeah, now that you say that, I can picture it. Yeah.
Let's go in my house. Amazing. I don't know what's on my door here. Oh no, there's bugs.
Oh, bugs. Get them.
Get them. I remember there being a lot of Oh, I have levels. Oh my gosh.
Umbrellas. You got an upstairs. Oh, okay, a spaceship or
that UFO
or some sort of large hat.
I bet I was like remodeling or something because there's no way. This is crap.
This is
Where?
great.
Okay,
I love this.
where is my? Here you go. The dungeon.
Whoa, people! I know. Oh my gosh. Oh my
See the-
gosh. People,
okay,
this is
here's the
great.
GameCube shirt, and these are what the N64 replaced. That I shared that image earlier. The
Yes.
giant GameCube like table thing and the GameCube shirt. I've got an R wing
Great.
for some reason. Oops,
Because
didn't
you
mean
have
to
an
pick
R
that
wing.
up.
That's why.
I remember there
Great.
being something special about the star. Yeah,
Oh, it blinks. Look at that. Master
it plays the
Sword
music too.
and a blinking Mario star. This is great.
Okay, look at this.
People who are listening, find us on YouTube and watch this, because if you haven't played this or seen this like I haven't, this is awesome.
See,
Uh,
okay, so I have Donkey Kong.
Yeah,
I have Balloon Fight. See, I told you I had these. Look at this. Looks like Zelda.
yeah, it does.
Zelda. And I don't know how I would have gotten these other than using an e-reader,
That
I
looks
guess.
like Mario or
This
Donkey
is
Kong.
Ice
Oh, Ice
Climber.
Climber.
Excite Bike.
Excite
So some of
Bike.
these are from the lottery. And Wario's Woods. And then this one looks like Super Mario Bros.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man.
So you can go in. I don't know what Advanced Play does, but it's like an emulation.
Oh
Boom.
my God. Look at this.
And you can just straight up play the game. This was like my favorite thing in.
How
Can I
could it
use the
not
D-pad?
be?
I can. It's just super cool.
Oh my God.
So yeah, you can do this inside Animal Crossing.
And yet, for the longest time, it's been an issue emulating and finding other ways to play. Yeah, it is ahead of its time. That's right, Ash Bob. Exactly. And finding ways to play this, and Nintendo would not either provide a way or would get upset when people emulated and their games. And then they were doing this.
Yep.
in
And
the
what's
early
amazing
2000s.
is this is like it plays really well. Like
It looks
feels
like it
great.
plays great. Like it looks exactly the way it should. The original Mario Brothers. It's amazing. And Jiggy just did World 1-1, everybody. There you go.
Yay.
Man, that's so cool. Look at this. It's like a live stream of playing the original Mario Brothers. That's amazing.
Right? All right, I'm out.
That's great.
Oh crap. There's one thing you didn't experience with this
What?
game. Have you ever experienced Mr. Rossetti?
Not in this. No.
He does show in Animal Forest. So do you know what he is?
Rossetti.
Mr. Rossetti. So I can show you. He's very obnoxious, but essentially
Oh, this guy. I did not in Animal Forest. No, I did not. But I know this character, yes.
Yeah. When you get out of your house, or not when you get out of your house, but when you don't save and you quit, and then you come back to the game, he pops up in front of your house and he basically scolds you for not saving. And he's like, "You could have lost all your data." I'm pretty sure he saves it for you.
Okay.
What? He's like, "I'll save you this time, but next time you're gonna be locked out." I don't know. It's just crazy.
Well, that's something I noticed in the game when you're setting up. I don't know if it's Nook or someone tells you, like, make sure you save. Like, they mention it like 3 or 4 times in the same dialogue when you start, I think just after or just before you pick your house. It's like, make sure you save your stuff, because if you don't, you're gonna lose it all. So that's funny that they actually go and do that as well on top of it. I feel like that's a fun little, like, not meta joke, but sort of like on that level.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's awesome.
I'm seeing if low-key I can find the little ghosty because it's Halloween.
The ghost thing.
It's sucking me in, but it's funny on Halloween. So they do special like holiday season stuff where like villagers do different things and there's like events and stuff that happen. And so one of the things they do is they do trick or treating and they walk around in costumes. And if you get close, they're like, "Oh my gosh, trick or treat." And they're like, "Give me some candy." And then she just asked for candy. And it's like, "You better have candy." And I didn't. So I gave her a fish. And then she's like, "This isn't candy." She ate it and then was like, "This isn't candy. You're going to pay for that." And erased my outfit. So that
my God, what?
Yeah. That's hilarious.
Oh my God. So vindictive, this game. My God.
Yeah. Those
did not realize. Okay, while you try to find Ghost, I'm actually going to play Mr. Paul Remnant Controller's message that he left us, talking about the game, and I'm going to do that. Hopefully this sound comes through. It should.
I wish this game released on the N64 outside of Japan. The only Animal Crossing game I have extensive experience with is New Horizons. Obviously, that game is several iterations evolved past what Animal Forest is, but I could see sinking hours of my time into Forest as a kid. I
Mhm.
spent a lot of time alone with my 64 back then. Considering how much of that time was spent in Ocarina of Time's fishing pond, it is safe to say Animal Forest would have been a weekend morning staple.
Mm.
With the New Horizons 3.0 update dropping in just a few days, it's hard to recommend revisiting Forest unless you don't have access to the aforementioned. All in all, Nintendo's first journey into the world of Animal Crossing has good bones and laid the foundation for what we have today. Great little title to check out if you're curious.
Yeah. Yeah, I like it. Yeah, Paul, your voice, you're right. Your voice is very soothing.
Yeah.
It is called the Echo Male Default Open AI voice, according to what it says under here. So,
Yes, the default.
yes, classic Echo Default. So soothing.
Right.
I think you're right. Yeah, I'm kind of on the same page. Like, I do think that if you have a way to play this game with that internal clock going, on RetroArch, for example, like I had to, or the way that Jiggy did, I still think it's worth playing. Like, I think this is fun. It's a good time. It doesn't feel. What's crazy is that a game that came out 25 years ago doesn't feel dated, because I don't think that these are types of games that do drastically different things, and that's not a bad thing. That's just how these games function.
They hold up.
So if you're a fan of Animal Crossing, definitely give this a shot, I think.
Yeah, and 100% it is a game you can sink hours into, because you
Yeah.
go weeding, go fishing, like plant
Mhm.
stuff, building your house. Like, it's definitely like a really cool Nintendo game that's a little bit different.
Yeah, and it wants you to, right? It's one of those games where it wants you to do that. So,
Somehow
look,
Nintendo makes like a billion different genres of games, and I like all of them.
look at this. Someone pulled up the math Donkey Kong on the
Oh yeah.
the long play that I have up.
Have you
They're
ever played
playing
this?
games.
I
This
don't
is the
like it.
Donkey Kong math thing.
You have to get 36.
36. You got to
You just got to
actually
get a
add up the
multiplication.
36.
Well, you get the
So,
like different symbol for what you're gonna do. So if he goes down and
yeah.
gets X, and then he can get a
Oh, I see. There it is. Oh,
4,
okay. I didn't
and
see
then
the
he can get
bottom.
36, but he's got to navigate around the numbers.
Well, friends, not only did
Math.
Jiggy play GameCube and NES, we're watching someone play NES math, Donkey Kong math as well on the N64 in a Japanese version of this game. DK Junior math is so bad. I don't know. I played is it Math Munchers or something like that
Number
back in the day?
Munchers.
Number Munchers.
Dude,
On
I
like
played Number Munchers too. I love Number Munchers. It
on the
was so
school
much fun.
computer. It was a go-to on the
Yeah.
school computer. Yeah.
Dude,
That and the
was it a
Incredible
big floppy
Machine.
disk? Like a big, like
Yep.
black. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude,
We played Incredible Machine a lot. That was a go-to.
I never
Those
played
games.
that one.
It's what was it called? Like the Rube Goldberg thing, where you basically use a bunch of different things to get the ball from one end to the other. But
Oh.
you use a spring to jump it over here, and then that spring hits a balloon, and the balloon knocks something else. So like all those type, like kind of like is it Rat Trap? The
Yeah, the game.
board game.
The board
It's kind of
game,
like that.
yeah.
That's what it is. You make your own, which is really fun. I guess it was good enough to be, or educational enough to be in a school computer. So that's why we had
Nice.
it. Yeah. The only thing about playing this when we did or how we did is that at least I don't think you changed your date. We're stuck in winter when we played it. Would have been nice to kind of experience a different season and stuff like that. So
Well, yeah,
it
I
is what
mean,
it is. Like, it's not, the
maybe
game
I can
functions the
potentially
same way.
change my
But
date, so that would be nice. It'd be nice to start in summer and then work through
yeah,
the seasons. That was one of the things that was cool about Animal Crossing, though, and I guess Animal Forest, is the season changed when you booted up the game, so it was never
yeah,
exactly the same. It felt like every day something changed a little bit, and going back to my game as a kid, like seeing the old stuff
yeah.
still there, but at the same time, things are still like weeds were still growing, and my house is filled with bugs. Like, it's kind of awesome.
Yeah, it's really cool. It's a really cool. I think it was Ash Bob said earlier, like those ideas are ahead of their time, and even the emulation stuff, like playing those games, that's ahead of its time. That's not something that was done. The fact that it was done in a 64 game and also a GameCube game,
Mhm.
it's super
But
cool. That's stuff
yeah.
that will be in a game nowadays that you're like, oh, that's awesome. That's so cool. It's unexpected. This happened 25 years ago. Like, That's great. I love that idea. So, yeah. So I think Paul summed it up pretty well with this thing too. Like maybe you don't have to go back to play this or the original, but there's a lot of charm still there. And Animal Forest and the original Animal Crossing are still pretty good. Even if it's not my cup of tea 100% of the time, like these types of games, like it's pretty great that it's available. It's pretty great that it plays well, looks and sounds good. I don't know. That goes a long way for me as a presentation,
Yeah, and
honestly.
the one thing we didn't talk about was the version you got. How much was
Mhm.
in English?
I would say most of it. Yeah, yeah. I don't know what the translation was like. I don't know if it was like how one to one it was. Obviously, it's not ever going to
It
be 100% perfect, but
it
um,
sounds like they took just like the GameCube translation and just injected it into the N64,
oh, I
but
see.
it apparently created some glitches of like sometimes text would go like over the bubble and stuff like that.
Yes, I did run
Um,
into that a couple times. Yeah.
but my like all the villagers for me spoke in Japanese.
Oh no,
Uh
mine didn't. Mine
Yeah,
didn't.
okay, so maybe it's just
Okay.
the version I got. I need a different patch. But Tom Nook and,
Yeah.
like, the main, like, coming into town, everything was in English. But
Yeah.
once
All
I
that stuff
got
was in English.
villagers, I
Yeah.
went to talk to villagers and, read a couple signs, and they were still in Japanese, and I was like,
There was a couple
"Well."
signs that were a couple times there was text where like one either word or couple letters were in Japanese, but I could still understand what they were saying, like the sentence or whatever,
Mhm.
get the gist of it. But it was fine. Like as long as you can navigate the menus, I would say, and talk to Nook, probably. The rest of it's and maybe
Yeah.
some of the villagers, depending on what they're asking you. But
Yeah, they ask you questions to, like, complete little quests for them, so
yeah, yeah, little
it's
things
probably
like
gonna
that.
create a
Yeah.
problem.
Yeah.
But
So
it's a really cool piece of history, and the fact that
yes.
there's 2
Yeah.
versions that are different that exist for the same game is
Yeah.
very cool.
Yeah, it's very cool. It's great that we're able to play this. Yeah, I would say if you can find a way to either patch the Japanese ROM or get the ones that we played, it'll help because if you don't have that, you do need some instruction. They tell you what to do, like you said. There's tasks and things like that, so you do really need to have it. It's not like playing Mario Kart, the Japanese
Yeah,
version, where you can just go,
right.
and
One of
that's
the
it.
things they
So
said that Nintendo was sort of fearful about porting this game over to American audiences
yeah,
or, like, the other parts of the world was just that it's a very text-heavy game,
yes.
and I was like, "Bah, whatever," but when it's in Japanese and untranslated, yeah, 100%.
Yeah, I feel like maybe they were still, or maybe in general, we were still in the mode of being afraid to take that chance because probably in the 90s that was something that they probably did actually hear.
Yeah, and it took a
But
lot of
nowadays
yeah, you
doesn't
gotta
matter.
gauge it from it would take a lot of effort to translate that
Hmm.
and port it over, and if they're on the fence of whether the American audience would like
Right.
this game anyways, they're probably like, I don't know about that." For some reason, I think the fact that they're like, "We need another GameCube title. We could port this over with minimal effort, and all we have to do is translate stuff." So it's like they
Right.
had to put in some work, but not as much work if they made an entirely new game, and they already had this made. So,
That's true. It was already there. Yeah. Yeah. Because at the time, like, let's say this was hypothetically, this was planned to come out in 2000, the last, 8 months of the console in North America. You're right. Not only do you have to make sure this game is, obviously functional at that time and stuff, but like working, but to translate it isn't like, oh, let's just patch it and
mhm,
you get your English patch like you can even in the potentially PS3, PS2 days, like those, like you can't download an update to this game. They have to reproduce all of those games in English, ship them across the world, or get them sent, or whatever, and just hope that they're selling multiple thousands of these, tens of thousands of these copies to make it worth it. And at the time, they probably figured, yeah, it's not worth it because people are moving on. Look, we're showing this game and also the GameCube in the same 10-minute period in
mhm.
this at Space World. I think we need to focus on that and the GBA, which wasn't even out yet, too. So they were just moving on. And like you said, it seems like it worked on GameCube. So probably didn't hurt them. Probably didn't hurt them.
Yep,
I think they're probably the right call. But yeah, find a way to play this if you want to. If you're a fan of Animal Crossing and then don't even, especially if you don't have, oh, here's what's his face getting angry.
even Mr. Rossetti.
Looks like he's trying to hit the character with his pitchfork or with his with his, what are those things? What are those things called? I don't know
No,
what
it's a
that's called.
pitchfork.
Is it pitchfork?
Or no, it's
No.
not a pitchfork. It's a pickaxe.
Pickaxe. That's it. Pickaxe. I should know that. Anyways,
Yeah, the
Animal
miner you
Forest.
are.
I know. My God. Call myself a Animal Crossing resident. My God. Great game. I think it's fun. Again, not one of those things that fully always grabs me, but I appreciate that we got the chance to play this, and I love how well it worked and how it played, and that's impressive. And I like that we got to play something that literally we would have no chance to play in any other way. So that's always fun to experience something like that. So that's the start of our 2026. We have a couple games in the pipe that are coming up. Either the next one or the one after that, we're going to be playing Tonic Trouble. That's going to be what we're going to start with. I started playing it on a stream just a couple days ago for the first time, playing the Switch 2 version. Enjoying myself so far, just a couple hours in, but that's a taste of something to come up. But Jiggy, to start 2026, how are things, and what's the
what's cooking in my bubble?
That's it. What's cooking? Yeah. Wait, can you cook in bubbles?
Well, I am. It's getting a little cloudy in here. But yeah. Sonic Adventure is my current live stream, so I'll be doing that. Probably finishing next week. So I don't know if this episode will be out. Probably be out
just before you're doing that, or just after. So like around that time, you'll probably be going.
So I stream Fridays at 7:30 p.m. EST, and I just been playing through some games. We're going through the Sonic Adventure series, so we're doing Sonic Adventure 1 right now, and then we're gonna jump into Sonic Adventure 2. That's every Friday, and then as far as videos go, I'm working on a really fun video about Banjo-Kazooie. Which I'm entitling Every Species, which is basically me highlighting every character and looking at their sort of design and any characters I feel like have maybe some lore behind them or some stuff I can theorize about. I'm sort of doing that. Like,
I could think of a couple just off the top of my head. Be like, oh yeah, I want to know more about that.
Chatting about characters, and it's it's like,
and there's so many, right? There's so many of those games.
Yeah, I won't reveal the total count, but just species alone, that's not just characters, but that's species of characters.
Yep.
There's quite a few.
Yeah, I can imagine.
And
that's
I
cool.
realized today when I was editing, I missed one. And I'm like, crap. And I got to add like a little note in there. It's really small potatoes, but I'm going to add it in.
It's a potato? Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Wouldn't surprise me. Yeah, wouldn't surprise me. Yeah, that's right. There are vegetables. Yeah. It's hilarious. So we're kicking off first couple episodes of the year for 2026. If there's anything that anyone wants to sort of nudge our way and say, hey, play this, that's one of the reasons why Space Station Silicon Valley happened, is because a lot of people have said over a couple of years, like, play this, like not bugging us, so to speak, but like, saying, hey, you should play this. You'll have a good experience with it. You should try it. I want to hear your thoughts. Always happy to get that. You can send us a message on social media at Remember64 Show, or of course leave a text message. Or a voicemail. It doesn't necessarily have to be played on the show, but I'll get the message anyways. And then we'll kind of we'll go from there. We sort of make our choices as we go, what we feel like playing, but always nudging us in a direction is always welcome too, because we want to know what everybody else wants to play or hear us talk about or anything like that. So I'm going to line up a couple of guests as the year goes on as well, like we usually do. And you can also hear myself on a couple of episodes of the Still Loading podcast to kick off the first couple months of 2026. We're talking about Yoshi's Island, which is one of my favorite Mario games. Games of all time. I'm going to be talking about that. I don't know exactly the dates, but keep your eyes out on Still Loading in our social media for that. And then also I am joining Josh once again for Punch a Nazi Month, which I did last year with him as well. No reason for that to be a topic or anything these days, but that's what we're going for. And I'm going to be playing, so far, looks like I'm going to be playing one of the Wolfenstein games, like early ones.
Dope.
So that would be kind of cool too. So there's going to be two very different games, a guest spot on that podcast. Great show in general. Josh is awesome. So keep an eye out for Still Loading.
Yeah, Josh keeps busy. He just messaged me not long ago about hopping on to discuss Perfect Dark. And I was like, absolutely. I was like, don't play the game on Perfect Agent. Like, because he's going to go through and play the game. And he's like, He's like, I wouldn't dare. I've been playing it on the middle difficulty and I'm still having troubles on submissions. Like, yeah.
Which is that, yeah, is exactly what I was doing. Yeah, same thing. That's great. You can tell that story on his show too.
Yeah.
Like, oh my God.
Don't do it.
Don't do it. It's cool, but don't. It's not worth it. Don't do it. Would that take you like 10 weeks or something crazy like that? It was like, oh my God.
Yeah, it was longer than that.
It was
Granted, that's 1 day a week playing it, but still.
It is, but still a couple hours minimum at a time.
It was like 5-6 hours every time.
Oh my God.
It was
You
insane.
are a champion, sir. You are a champion. Okay, so stick with us. Remember 64 show across social media and voicecast.app/remember64 is where you can send us a message, voice or text, and we can play it on the show or not. You can always let us know if you don't want to. That's not a problem at all. If you want to just let us know your thoughts and stuff, always happy to get those. But YouTube, subscribe, like, tell your friends, all those things. And the same with Jiggy. Do that with his as well. Happy New Year, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you for everyone that's popped into the stream today. You have a little goodbye.
I was gonna leave you with one thought before you can play the outro. Are you ready to play the outro?
I have it queued up. Let's do it.
This is my final thought.